What are the factors you should consider when picking out a set of skateboard wheels, and which one is ultimately going to be the best choice for you? Today we're going to go over the options available and make sure you have all the information you need to make the perfect choice. First off, I want to make it clear that the differences among skateboard wheels sold today are a lot more about personal preference than quality. Pretty much every wheel you can buy today is going to be made out of the same hard plastic called polyurethane, but they'll vary in size, shape, and hardness. First, let's talk about sizing. So, the size of your wheels is going to determine how well your board responds in various situations, including rolling over, bumps and cracks in the concrete, making sharp turns, achieving a high top speed, and performing flip tricks. Smaller wheels are generally preferred by street skaters since it overall makes their board a little bit lighter, which gives them the ability to manipulate it more easily and allows them to perform tricks that would otherwise not be possible. Small wheels are also a great choice for someone just getting into skateboarding since they have a lower top speed and they can keep you a little bit safer as you start rolling down some of the taller hills and ramps. Larger skateboard wheels, on the other hand, are generally preferred by transition skaters, including vert skaters, and those that use their board as a means of transportation since they get stuck on things like rocks, pebbles, and cracks much less easily and allow you to roll at a faster top speed. For more information on how a larger wheel allows you to roll at a faster speed, you can read more about it in the description below. As you start to increase the size of your wheels, keep in mind that you may need to invest in a set of risers to put in between your trucks and your board right here to increase the distance between the top of the wheel and the bottom of the board so that you don't get wheel bite. Alright, so the other main factor you'll want to consider is hardness. Skateboard wheel hardness is measured on a scale called durometer and most commonly ranges from values of 78A to 3 points over 101A, which is technically the limit for the A scale for measuring hardness, and which is why wheel manufacturers like Bones have adopted the B scale, which is essentially the same scale but with the values at 20 points below their A scale equivalent. Wheels at the lower end of the spectrum are a good choice for skaters who intend to use their board purely for riding and aren't interested in doing any tricks, since softer wheels will provide you with a smoother and quieter ride. For this reason, softer wheels are found on almost all filmer boards and cruisers. If, on the other hand, you plan on using your skateboard to perform tricks, you'll almost certainly want to choose a wheel with a durometer of 99A or higher, since a wheel with that hardness is able to be slid along the concrete without being immediately destroyed, and will allow you to travel at a higher top speed due to a decrease in rolling friction. The third and final factor you might consider is shape. Wheel shape will almost definitely not be a limiting factor for you in your first year of skateboarding, so while there are a lot of variations in wheel shape, as long as you get something that looks fairly standard, you should be perfectly happy with whatever you end up getting. As you become more advanced, my advice would be to try to pick a wheel shape that the manufacturer suggests is a good choice for the style of skating that you do. Street wheels are usually thinner and more maneuverable, while transition wheels usually have a wider area touching the concrete to provide extra stability and traction at high speeds and while cornering. So to summarize all this information, I've added a section in the description below that gives my top wheel recommendation for every type of skating, including street skating, transition skating, vert skating, filming, cruising, one for beginners, and one that's good all around. If you guys want more content like this, please let me know what other stuff you'd like me to cover in the comments section below. Share this video with a friend if you think they might get something out of it. And last but not least, never stop improving.